like.
show discussing retail with Walmart's earnings this morning.
Zoom is
breaking
down.
down earnings from
Everybody
most
who
stores
had
that
Zoom,
came out just a little bit ago.
did you sell it? And did you make money? Let's discuss what's happening with stocks, like we discussed. Let's see, Palantir, Nvidia. Let's discuss Nvidia. Nvidia went down a little bit, but when went up again, let's discuss what's happening here. Right now it was, take a look here, consolidation, but it went down. Can it go down more? Probably, nobody knows. That's why I put in comments what you're doing with your stocks, with Nvidia. Do you keep it or did you sell? Tomorrow it will be Jerome Powell. We'll see what will he say and what we will do. Because some people lost a lot of money, especially who buy it on highs. Take a look here. Let's discuss very quickly. Take a look. You see, it was support level. Take a look here, support. You see, it's 174 support. If it's hit this level again and go down, it can go down more. That's why if you have Nvidia, maybe it's better to take profit. If you daily trader, short term, of course, in the future it can go up, especially UBS said that Nvidia can go down to 50, can go up to 50 and up. Sorry, that's why it can go up more. The same about CoreWeave. Let's see, CoreWeave, do you have it? A lot of people said what to do. It went down significantly. Yes, I agree. But again, UBS said it could go 160. We'll see. But if you down on this, wait. We'll see. Probably it will go up. And how it is promised, Nvidia. Let's see what can happen with Nvidia. Oh, Nvidia, we discussed Palantir. Palantir, again, sideways. Tomorrow we'll see what can happen. Take a look. You see, Palantir. And again, sell puts against this stock. For example, let's discuss, for example, Nvidia, September put. Let's see, for example, for 150. How much? 125. And let's see volume. You see this area, it's a volume. Volume. What is the most biggest amount of contract here? And the price 180. That's why a lot of people, probably institutional investor mostly, they buy almost 1600 contracts and we think the price will be 180 in September. That's why if you'd like, you can buy put against it. Let's see, for example, put. Can Tesla go down more for 140? Let's see, you can buy, right click, sell, and sell put, not call put. And you get $57 per each contract. Well, let's see, change dates, October, $128 per contract, because $1.28 per share. Each contract 100 shares. That's why you see people think that Nvidia will go up more and more, especially UBS said. What about November? Let's see. In November, wow, 170. And most people think in November will be 180. Probably sideways. That's why if you'd like to wait till stock going up and down, blah blah blah, maybe it's better to cut profit. Think about it and put in comment what do you think, because even November, you see, I put contract November 21st. A lot of people think that Nvidia will be 180. You see this line, it's 180 strike price. Probably because right now it's and some people think 200. A lot of people 200. It depends again. If rates go down, of course the economy is going up. We'll see, but for now nobody knows. Let's see, let's continue. earnings report for Ross store.
Talking about how strong the market is, where they're looking
Let's
at the
see.
S&P 500 and they're not recognizing that that's led by 15 stocks. When we look at how Wall Street shares resilient
Earnings,
consumer data,
revenue growth
we
5%.
tend to not look very far under the hood. So been with Walmart and Ross, they're just warning signs that the shoppers are stressed. It's like a canary, if you will, as far in the
Stress
coal
economy
mine
is
relative to the broader market.
down a little bit, yes.
Okay, so it could be telling us that, perhaps there's something a little bit more is on the horizon as far as what they're saying there. Yeah, it's interesting with regards to Walmart as well. And you talk about, looking under the hood. I mean, there was some nuance in that report too, particularly when you look at the fact that they were dealing with
You see a Ross
insurance
store?
claims. So there seems to be a story within the story there. What were your takeaways from what Walmart reported?
Well, I like to look at the broader arena, and you might have seen the gentleman who was head of the textile industry for the whole country. He was recently reporting that the textile industry had tariffs imposed on them back on, June 17th, 1930, that are still in effect. 14% that have been in effect over, 95 years for the whole industry, and 97% of all the clothes we buy, no matter where we buy them, come from someplace else. Only 3% here, and that might be just for the military. So it makes you wonder what other industries are still saddled with tariffs, and also makes you wonder how we think it might be easy to apply, but let's just recognize it's pretty hard to take that bandage off the wound. The bandage is still there, and now we're doubling down on the tariffs. I don't know, but it may be that we're due for a replay, given how the tariffs treated the U.S. It snapped us in the assets before. I'm wary that it might do that again. And let's just notice there are far more tariffs on far more things or products and services than there were in 1930. And please, Sam, let's remember, after the Great Depression, it took stocks 25 years to get back to even, assuming you didn't sell a share, right? And New York real estate, by the way, only took, 40 years to come back to high water mark after a 70% loss? Could it be deja vu all over again?
Yeah, look, I mean, you're not the first person who sort of hinted at the fact that there is this disconnect between what we're seeing in the stock market as far as, the investor psyche versus the consumer psyche or the business psyche out there. I mean, Walmart, which is a giant in the retail space, has said basically that it's worried about tariffs and prices as well. I mean, there's not a lot of room for disappointment right now, and that's perhaps why we've seen this reaction. But I mean, when do you believe that we're going to see the sort of true material impact from these tariffs? Because, I was just having a really good chat with the folks over at Charles Schwab who were sort of suggesting that the implementation so far and some of the deals that have been cut still remain a little bit confusing.
Okay, yes, hello everyone, I see
well,
your
we
chat.
Can't see around the corner yet, but we're going to get around this corner, and those tariffs do bite, and they have an impact both on the consumer and on the retailers.
Sideways.
And right now, everybody's trying to choose their words very carefully and not, excite anyone in particular, particularly this administration. So we don't quite see, as I say, what's around the corner, but it will unfold. And as I say, it's often when in the fall where we have a September or October to remember, and then it may be that we have a situation like we've had before, only this time it would not surprise me to see that it be deeper, both with stocks and real estate, and take far longer to recover if it does.
Can it go up more?
Yeah, and just very quickly, we've only got 1 minute to go. I'm just wondering, with all of this in mind, sort of how you approach
and let's see about rates.
What do you tell your clients?
Yes, what we're doing is two parts to the puzzle, Sam. It's active management, not passive. You don't want to be passive in your brain, your body, or your money. Active management, get the money off the railroad tracks, away from the Titanic before it gets you in the assets.
So that's why if you have Palantir and Nvidia, probably it's better to keep. We'll see tomorrow what Jerome Powell says.
We can all agree very simply, more legs, a sturdier portfolio.
Tesla,
Okay.
Right now it's so volatile. Take a look.
Great note to end on. Thank you so much for your input.
Went down, went again up.
Really appreciate your time.
Here was best time to buy. If you didn't buy it, there. Right now it's sideways, up and down, up and down. Let's see next. Microsoft. I see people, but you said Microsoft you want to see. Let's see Microsoft. Microsoft went down and closed this gap. And Meta, let's see, a little bit down as well. But Berkshire halfway is going up. VO today's down as well. Okay, guys, subscribe, give like to this video. Next time we discuss other stocks. Okay.